Good afternoon and welcome to Coopers Stadium, where a battle of the Uniteds awaits. A long history between these two teams, with most recent results favouring the girls in green. It's a balmy afternoon in Adelaide, but no doubt the afternoon will heat up as this one gets underway. Crowds starting to flow in at Coopers Stadium, the beautiful Coopers Stadium, to see a wonderful fixture between the girls in green and the girls in red this afternoon. Adelaide have brought in 8 new faces in the off-season, which shapes up for a fresh look start in 11 this evening. Annalie Grove returns between the sticks after a strong season last year, with American duo Jenna Holtz and Mariah Lee coming in for their A-League women debuts. Alana Janchevsky makes her first appearance in red after spending the last 2 seasons with Perth Glory. Canberra names 2 debutantes in their starting 11, with Alex McKenzie and Tegan Bertolizioso making the first appearances in the A-League women. Mary Stanich-Floody gets her first start in green, and US import Cannon Clough starts, having moved across from the Newcastle Jets in the off-season. It's a pleasure to have alongside me Catherine Cannuli, Matilda's legend. And Kath, how are you today?
Feeling great, Grace, especially after yesterday, all the great crowds that we had at the Liberty A-League.
What a turnout it was, smashing those record numbers, 17,000 across the 2 fixtures, hoping to continue that as the season goes on.
It was unbelievable. It was great to be there in the crowd last night, and I hope we can continue on throughout this season.
Yeah, I think off the back of the Women's World Cup, just the numbers, and as we see more and more stream in at Coopers Stadium, hoping for a good turnout this afternoon. It was over 17,000 that made their way through yesterday's 2 fixtures, both the F3 derby, of course, Central Coast coming back into the competition up against the Newcastle Jets, and the Sydney derby as well, getting things underway last night at Allianz Stadium. And as we see both teams making their way out here at Coopers, excited young fans, happy to be alongside some of their heroes to get this one underway. Dylan Holmes, a key cog in the Reds midfield. She'll be looking for another strong season for Adelaide. We know that an in-form Holmes has the ability to unlock games, and she'll be looking to do so exactly that this afternoon. The captain, of course, for the side, a great leader for this Reds team, and with a few new faces in the team, she'll be looking to be that point of continuity for the Reds. And there is, of course, the legend Michelle Heyman, 35 years young. She's still firing, fit and strong. Captain too for the side. She's the league's all-time leading goal scorer, all-time leading in appearances as well. And she comes into this season sitting on 94 goals, no doubt with one eye on the century. In a history-making announcement this week, Adrian Stenter became Adelaide United's first ever full-time women's head coach, a role that he expressed his delight over. Taking care of proceedings this afternoon, our referee Georgia Ghirardello, the experienced campaigner, assisted today alongside assistant referee Jasmine Steger, assistant referee as well Amber Morris, and 4th official in Daniel Cook. On the other side of things, Nagos Popovic returns for his 2nd year in charge of the girls in green. Denied a place in the final series last year only by a narrow goal difference, but a strong run late in the season, and no doubt with hopes to build on that momentum into season 23-24. Both teams just undergoing final preparations. Coopers Stadium filling up nicely. And what an occasion as well to see an A-League women's fixture here at Coopers Stadium, a beautiful venue in Adelaide. And it looks like a good turnout, some good coats and puffer jackets. And as we observe a moment's silence, the Australian professional leagues are shocked and devastated by the terror attack by Hamas and the resulting loss of so many innocent lives across Israel and Gaza. As a mark of respect for all those who have lost their lives, their families, and all those affected, the A-Leagues will observe a moment of silence at the fixtures taking place this weekend and the next weekend. Our overriding hope is for peace, and we offer our heartfelt sympathies to the victims, their families, and the communities impacted.
The A-Leagues invite you to join silence as we remember the innocent victims in Israel and Gaza. We offer our heartfelt sympathies to the victims, their families, and the communities impacted. Thank you.
And after a nicely observed moment of silence, both teams just looking to get things underway. Referees, final fist pumps. A nod from referee Georgia Ghirardello, and it looks as though it will be Canberra United captain Michelle Heyman to get proceedings underway here this afternoon. It has been Canberra United who have had the edge in this fixture. The last two results have gone the way of the girls in green. Adelaide United last getting a result in August of 2022, so a couple of years now between results, and there is Maria Cote Rojas, experienced campaigner, returns to her A-League women's start, where she did start back in with Canberra United in 2018-19, and she'll be looking to make an impact this afternoon. The referee has things underway as Canberra United look to just settle in with some early possession. And Kath, this is quite an historic fixture between these two Uniteds, both been in the competition since day dot, 16 years of competition between these two. What do you expect to see this afternoon?
There's plenty of talent out there, Grace, today, and we can see that both midfields are quite strong. I'm actually quite excited to see that Canberra midfield, to see Maria Rojas back in on the field. It's going to be an exciting one for Canberra this year.
Yeah, it certainly will. A solid tackle early from Emily Hodgson, who is well known in the setup for the Reds, but Michelle Heyman looks to stream away. Has Zoe Tolan for company, and she has done well to drive into the box early, showing that pace we know she's capable of. Flannery looks to deliver in, and Annie Grove's going to be asked and pulled into action early on in this one.
Michelle Heyman's looking great already this season. You can see how fit she looks. It's a bit of a difference as well. You're seeing that a lot of these players in the off-season are also not playing. They're just looking after themselves and focusing on their body. And you can see that with Michelle Heyman. Even last season, every year she's getting better and better.
Oh, like a fine wine is Michelle Heyman, getting better with time and age, and of course having the experience alongside her of someone like Cote Rojas, similar in age but different kind of profile, you'd say, as strikers.
100%. You got Rojas and you got Milojevic as well. Two great attacking midfielders with plenty of flair, where she'll be getting plenty of service this season as well.
Youngster Berta Licio, who makes her debut not only for the A-League women but for Canberra as well. But this is Grove on the ball. Looks to sweep a ball into the box, not dealt with by Adelaide. And Grove, twice in as many minutes, is called into action. Some early touches on the ball. Adelaide look comfortable to play out. That's Morgan. Sarah Morgan spent a bit of time as a former Canberra United player herself as well, but Kath, you had her for a bit of time at Western Sydney too.
Sarah Morgan's had plenty of experience in the NPL. She's played at a couple of A-League clubs as well, and I think she's looked to go to Adelaide to try and get a little bit more game time. She had a fantastic season in the NPL this season with the Spirit. She'd done very well. She played pretty much every single game. She played in the midfield for Spirit as well, where formerly in her former club she's played as like a fullback or a wing role. So to see her in the midfield today is a bit of a change.
We get a first look as well at US import Jenna Holtz, who's come in for Adelaide United. An experienced player. It's the duo of her and Mariah Lee, who Adrian Stenter has brought across to try and bolster this red side. Holtz with an early throw, connects with a US import in Mariah Lee. Stanford Cardinal. Janchevsky, nice combination play by Adelaide. A much needed tackle from Bertolicio.
Young Tegan Bertolicio, I remember coaching her in the King Park program. She was about 11 years old, and we knew then that she was going to be a star in women's football. She's super strong. She's a determined young footballer, and I'm so glad to see her make her debut today.
Ball wafted in to the centre of the park, giving Chloe Lincoln a little bit to think about. There's an early chance for Adelaide. That one's swept away. The danger is not over yet. Chloe Lincoln is able to collect, but danger signs for Canberra early on. A little scrappy in that 6-yard box, you'd say. Here's Brohas. Looks for Milivojevic. It's intercepted by Adelaide. Long sweeping ball over the top, and we get a look this pace early on from not only Mariah Lee, but also Tegan Bertolicio, the 17-year-old.
You can see there as she was looking over her shoulder to see where Lee was, the way she's used her body to protect the ball there and to be able to shield it and play a safe pass out.
Couple of nervous touches by Canberra, but they are keen to play out as well. We saw Alex McKenzie. Here's another look at that chance as it swept in. It wasn't dealt with by Canberra. A little unfortunate slip from Mariah Lee, but it stood up really kindly there for Rosetta Taylor in the 6-yard box. I'm sure she would want that one over again.
Surely she would. They should have done better there. It was a bit scrappy, but they're lucky not to concede there, Canberra.
Nonetheless, they look to get things under control here. Bit of a scrappy affair across the midfield. Nice triangles there from Adelaide. Bertolicio is happy just to settle. And Clough, it looks like she's heading up the centre of a 3 back there with Clough in the middle, McKenzie on the right and Bertolicio on the left. That's a new look formation for Canberra United.
It is. It's a tough one as well to try and, manoeuvre out in this league as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how the game pans out with this new formation for them.
McKenzie will look to take the throw. A great Canberra story is Alex McKenzie. Applied a trade in the NPL in Canberra and most recently in the New South Wales NPL with Illawarra Stingrays. A young player, good athlete, really good engine about her. But here is Dylan Holmes looking to slip in Mariah Lee, and a long shot comes through. Doesn't do much to fuss Chloe Lincoln in goal. Lincoln, who's had an extraordinary rise with the young Matildas, really looking to establish herself as a leader in Australian football. But at the other end of things for now, here is Sasha Grove. Good early ball into the box, and Annalee Grove yet again was drawn off her line.
It was a great idea with that ball. You could see what she was trying to do, just couldn't get any numbers in the box there to actually get on top of it, and Lee Grove's done fantastic to come out and pick that one up. It's
a high line from Canberra as Adelaide looked to find a way out. Nice connecting pass there. Janchevsky with Lee, and it's a nice move. Hannah Blake will roll off looking for the run, but it's intercepted well from Canberra. And this is going to be a good battle down this wing between Grove and Holtz. It's a lovely little touch there. Blake, good positive movement. Bertolicio with some heavy contact in the box. Ghirardello's had to think about it. Points to the spot. You've got to say, Kath, there was a bit of late contact there from Bertolicio.
There was a bit of late contact there. It's just unfortunate. She's probably really nervous coming to her first game. That play just got caught in between Clough and Bertolicio, and she just couldn't shoot it. At the end of the day, she was on goal, and she had to do something about it. And obviously her inexperience at the moment and a bit of nervousness wouldn't have helped.
It was great use of the body by Blake. And Ghirardello's just having a chat to Nikki Flannery, perhaps for some chat. It will be, and looks to be, Alana Janchevsky lining up to take this penalty. It's really good use of the body from Hannah Blake, forcing a challenge from the youngster Bertolicio.
we always get told as strikers or attacking players to, you know, take our touches across the players, and we knew as soon as she went across Bertolicio, that's all Bertolicio could do, was to actually take her out from behind.
Nevertheless, here, Janchevsky to take Chloe Lincoln with a big task on her hands. Oh, it's well hit from Alana Janchevsky. She opens her account for Adelaide United after 2 seasons with Perth Glory. She has announced herself in the red shirt. A well-taken penalty. Adelaide are off the mark.
They sure are. What a fantastic penalty. We know that Janchevsky has plenty of quality about her, and to open up her scoring in the Liberty A-League, what a fantastic hit.
And a little celebratory dance as well from Alana Janchevsky. She'd shown excellent glimpses and promise in the last couple of seasons at Perth. As we have another look at the challenge from Bertolicio, she'll be disappointed with that. She's just gone to ground a little too comfortably. Chloe Lincoln, she's picked the right way, but ultimately too much pace behind this strike, and that's a really well-taken penalty.
Very well-taken penalty. Janchevsky's going to be a star of this league, and can't wait to see what else she's got for the rest of the season.
Well, in her 26th appearance across the A-League and her 6th goal, not too bad a return. And that will be just the start she wanted in a red shirt. Canberra with some work to do. Milivojevic just smacks into the open palms of Annalie Grove, who, I've got to say, has been the busier of the 2 goalkeepers in this opening few minutes, but it's Adelaide who have the edge. Good pressure by Canberra, but Adelaide do well to retain possession. Look to build up through Hodgson. Clough's done well.
It's going to be important today for Clough to keep talking to Tegan Bertolicio as well, especially after what just happened. She's going to need that mentorship in the back to keep her in check.
And Blake, again, who was the creator of that goal, she was the one fouled. She's able to slip through Dylan Holmes, who finds herself in good space between the lines. Doesn't do too much to fuss Chloe Lincoln. But you're right, Clough, as I said, centering the back 3 there. She is the most experienced of those 3. We know the USA import played at Newcastle last year, 27 years old, and she's got on either side of her 2 debutants in Alex McKenzie and Tegan Bertolicio.
That's a massive role in itself, to be able to, you know, control the nerves and to be able to mentor them, and also be able to focus on your own role when you're trying to play a different style as well, and to actually try and work out on the pitch what's actually going on, because at the moment they're getting caught out.
And that ball also getting caught out a little too long, but a thumbs up once more from Hannah Blake. Came across from Perth during the off-season. Just 9 games she played for Perth. She was an injury replacement player for Sierra Hinson. And in those 9 games, scoring 3, so a pretty positive return. A good pickup for Adelaide looks to be.
I think it is a really good pickup. You can see that she can score goals. She's got plenty of promise in her, and I think she'll be able to play a little bit more this season, and hopefully we can see what she's actually got.
That one's just sailed out from clearance from Adelaide, and Canberra will have an opportunity to build again. Stanich Bloody. A quiet opening few minutes, but again a big opportunity for the young player, just 17 years old, couldn't do much in the way of match minutes at Sydney FC, really had to fight her way to try and find some time on the field. So this is a big opportunity for Stanich Floody, a start for Canberra United.
It's a massive move for Mary Stanich Floody. She's a Sydney FC girl. She's been there from the very beginning. She's been a major part of that club. She came through as a scholarship holder, and she knew to take her football to another level, she had to move on, and she decided to go to Canberra, which I think was a really good move for her. And to see her start tonight is a fantastic achievement for her. And she's a great talent, and it's going to be interesting to see how she goes this season, but especially getting a lot more minutes under her belt, which is crucial for her as a young player.
And there was Nagosh Popovic looking along. That's a good challenge. Ella Tonkin solid body against Milivojevic. But Grove has been able to connect. Grove has also done really well with the young Matildas. Got such a great engine about her, can get up and down all day. Deployed as either a defender or a midfielder is Sasha Grove.
How strong is Ella Tonkin here? It's so great to see her back in the Liberty A-League and starting this game full of confidence.
Well, she had a great start to the season last year too, and unfortunately felled by injury, but the partnership last season between Tonkin and Waldis at the back was shaping up really nicely. Waldis unavailable today due to injury, as well as Isabel Hodgson and Nanako Sasaki. And pretty fair on the passing accuracy as a long sweeping ball over the top. Nice early centering ball from Nikki Flannery, and that's a good chance for Canberra. Good, quick counter-attacking play. The early ball, the thumbs up from Michelle Heyman. She knows that was a good opportunity.
Great chance there for Michelle Heyman. You can see that ball over the top. That's something that they've practiced on the training field. She knew exactly where she was putting that ball for Michelle, and very unlucky there that she didn't put that in the back of the net.
Just enough pressure applied there from Jenna Holtz, the American, on Michelle Heyman. Heyman with a fair bit of work to do on that occasion, but Canberra still showing some good promise. Moving forward, they're looking powerful, and at times when they've got space to run into, we know the likes of Flannery likes to try and exploit that space in front of her. Adelaide will look to play out. Picked up from Canberra and a little messy at the back for the Reds. That's helped on in the midfield. Cannon Clough, Lee for attention. Grove connects again with Bertolicio. Looks forward, but not quite on the same page. But Milivojevic, opportunistic as she so often is. This is a great chance for Canberra. Can Milivojevic steer that into the back of the net? And that's as easy as anything for Canberra United. Milivojevic gets her season off to a flying start. It's all square here at Cooper Stadium, and that's a nice tidy finish from Vesna Milivojevic.
You can see what it means to Vesna Milivojevic. She's such a passionate player. I love watching her in this league. I'm so grateful to see her back in the Liberty A-League. The way she chased that ball down, she gives it everything, and again, there's no missing from there for her.
Well, she announced herself last season with Canberra United. She's given the freedom to push forward. It's great pressure, forces the mistake from Annalie Grove. And as easy as anything, she won't find an easier finish than that this year. It's all level.
She won't, but we have seen plenty of players miss from there as well.
That's a very fair point, Kath, indeed. An exciting first half already underway. A goal apiece so far, thanks to a Janchevsky penalty. And Milivojevic, tidy, neat finish. And there is Mariah Lee. She's been brought in from the USA, one of two American imports to help bolster Adrian Stenter's side. Spent a bit of time with Celtic, actually played alongside Jacinta Galabadarachi. Canberra look to build. Clough searching for an option. Again, good pressure from Milivojevic. Adelaide do well to play out of trouble. Stanich Floody just cleaning up. Clough opts for a longer option, looking for Flannery, and here's Stanich Floody. Again, good pressure from Milivojevic.
Where can you get it again?
The Reds happy to settle, concede a little bit of territory, and just look to hold on to that possession. Hodgson drives in, has options running off her, takes that touch a little too long. perhaps thought about it for a moment too long, and Koto Rojas has received a heavy knock in the back there from Lee. A searching ball over the top for Rosetta Taylor, who's had a pretty quiet start. Questions been asked from Kote.
Kote's always asking questions. That's a South American in her.
And there again is Mariah Lee. As mentioned, she spent a bit of time in Glasgow at Celtic. Also in the NWSL with OL Reign, a really experienced campaigner, 27 years old, so Adrian Stenter will have looked to her experience internationally to bring back to this young red side.
She's also a Stanford University alumni as well, which is a very, very well-known university and held in the highest regard. So you don't just go to Stanford for no reason. So she's going to be plenty of quality to the Olivier League, and she's going to be a key player for Adelaide United this season.
Canberra scrambling to defend here. It's a good run once again. Janchevsky looking to take it on her favoured left foot. Doesn't trouble Chloe Lincoln on that occasion. But quickly on the break. Grove looking to connect in the middle. Left a bit asking on that pass to Emma Ilioski, who's actually looking to play in a bit of a holding midfield role, which is not her usual position for Ilioski. We're used to seeing her more so at the left. She's a left-footed player.
That's a new position for her, but I'm interested to see how she goes this season in that position. At the moment, she's just been a bit more of a screener and a holder. Here she is now in the build-up.
Alex McKenzie looking for Michelle Heyman. Falls to Grove, who again checks over her shoulder to try and find the run of Heyman, who has Ella Tonkin for company. Tonkin looks to clear, but this clearance has fallen a little short. Stanic Fuddy helps on. Adelaide do clear in the end, and it's Lee who's able to reach it first, but Ilioski tidies up, happy to concede a bit of territory. Clough looking for the run of Flannery, who's just edging the line there. It's a good delivery. Heyman can't quite meet the near post of that ball from Flannery. Clough take things all the way back to Chloe Lincoln, and again they'll look to build.
You can see Ilioski here looking to get on the ball, which allows Stanic Floody as well to get a little bit higher up the pitch, which she's not normally used to playing. They always play her as that holding midfield, but it gives her that ability to be able to start to create things higher up the pitch.
There's an uncharacteristic pass there, rather, from Chloe Lincoln. Normally distribution is a strong point of the goalkeepers. Holtz, close attention from Sasha Grove. Holtz again looking for the run of Lee. Bertolicio close by. Lee looking to test a 1v1. It's a good move from Lee. Chloe Lincoln can collect pretty comfortably on that occasion, but just see Lee starting to grow into this game, and Chloe Lincoln, the 18-year-old, really, as I mentioned, starting to push young Matilda's level, become a bit more of a leader, stepping up into those roles, and at 18 years old in her second season for Canberra United. But at the other end of things in the moment, here is Sasha Grove looking for an option into the box, but that one's easy takings for Annalie Grove.
Too easy there for Annalie Grove. She's got to do a little bit better there, Sasha Grove. They've either got to start driving into that space or try to look to pick somebody off in the box as well. We know how good Michelle Heyman is with her head. Can you get a little lob cross into the box for Michelle to be able to get onto?
Hodgson just looking for an outlet pass. Finds that in the way of Morgan. Well, that is a wayward pass from Hodgson. Michelle Heyman picks up, looks for the run of Milivojevic. She's dangerous in these areas. Milivojevic, Tonkin close by. Strong tackle from Ella Tonkin. She drives forward. Really good defending.
This is where Canberra United need to be really, really careful. You can see they've got the three at the back, and then they've got the three Adelaide United players coming up. It's a 3-on-3 over there, especially when they break on the counter.
Speaking of breaking, here's Hannah Blake. An early ball in, but cleared easily by Canberra United's defence. Michelle Heyman looks deep to collect. Bertolissio driving forward. Finds Grove. Rojas off the shoulder of Tonkin. Looking for numbers. Looking to dance her way around the 18-yard box. The outlet in Flannery is a little short, but it's fallen kindly to Milivojevic. Grove's in a good position. Little glance in, eye up. But again, that near post run is not there. Perhaps another wasted opportunity from Canberra. Blake's done really nicely there, tidy footwork. Lee in space. Bertolissio closes that space just slightly. It's a good tackle, but Lee still comes out. Bertolissio picks up the free kick there.
I think she was pretty lucky to pick up that free kick there. It was a bit of a 50-50 challenge. She's done well, she's staying strong.
A solid body between the two. Canberra, they'll look to build again from the back. Here's Mackenzie. Bertolissio, she's had a busy half. A wayward pass. Finds the likes of Holtz. Not the intended outcome, no doubt. And Adelaide can build.
This way! This way!
Tonkin.
Flatten off, Dylan. Flatten off a bit more, Dylan. Flatten off a bit more.
Grove has a think about her options, and that wasn't one of them. Grove looks to break quickly. And that one will be a foul on Milivojevic. Janchevsky, perhaps a little bit of a late challenge, and this will be a good opportunity for Canberra to set up a set piece.
That's just an unnecessary foul. I don't need to do that in that position there. She's not in a dangerous area. And now Canberra United have a set piece, which you know. They've got Michelle Heyman, who's very, very dangerous in the box.
Milivojevic will look to swing this one in. Canberra with good numbers on the edge of the 18-yard box. Adelaide close by. Ball delivered in to the far post. Adelaide haven't dealt with it. It's swept away, but only just, and Adelaide to relieve the pressure. Milivojevic on that occasion can't bring that one down. This feels a little unconvincing in those moments.
A bit of
Defensive
scrappy.
shape. Yeah, that's right. Tolland finds Hodgson, and back to Tolland once more. A wayward touch there from Holmes, and Cote can look up. Here's Michelle Heyman on her left foot, back to her preferred right foot, and that one's blocked well by Adelaide. Janchevsky finds a nice release pass. Here's Hannah Blake, but well defended by Cannon Clough. Is able just to relieve the pressure there for Canberra United, but not for long, as this pass isn't quite meeting the intended set of feet.
Both teams have looked really good today in terms of their build-up and trying to play out from the back. But it's just once they get caught in transition, you can see here Michelle Heyman, she has a strike. Sometimes you'll take that touch beyond your defender to get in front. I know she's not on her preferred foot of her left foot, but as soon as you take that touch beyond them, you're in a position where the defender, as we've seen previously with Tegan Bertolicio, that they've either got to make the tackle or let you have the strike.
We certainly know Michelle Heyman is capable on both feet. But this will give Adelaide an opportunity to set up for a corner, and Janchevski will be the one to take. An outswinger on that left foot. Janchevski swings a good delivery into the box. Falls really kindly to Blake. She struck that well, and Ilioski is cleared. Helped on again by Milivojevic just to relieve the pressure in Canberra United's defensive line, but it was a nice delivery from Alana Janchevski.
We've nearly seen another second phase Fenton volley.
That was a delightful strike last night from Kirsty Fenton, and a similar technique behind that one from Hannah Blake, who started this match really brightly. Here's Mariah Lee. She looks from long range. That one sailed over the crossbar.
I love the way she's used her body to turn there, and she wasn't looking at anything else but a shot on goal. You could see she had that behind her. She knew exactly what she wanted to do.
That striker's instinct. Canberra looking for a way out here. Heyman helps it on to Rojas. He's happy to concede all the way back to Tolland and Tonkin. The centre-half partnership we're seeing for the first time this afternoon between those two. Oh, that's tidy from Holtz. Flannery working hard to slow her down. And that's well read by Bertolicio. Milivojevic breaks. Looking for an option in green. We can hear a chat from the sideline from Adrian Stenter, asking a few questions of looking for advantage.
You've got to love the chit-chat on the sidelines. As a coach, we always think we're right. And you'll challenge everything. Anything that the referee does.
As we said at the top, a history-making announcement this week with Adrian Stenter being named as Adelaide United's first full-time women's head coach. And Kath, you know the importance of an appointment like that.
Fantastic appointment, and well done to Adelaide United. It's fantastic to see that Adelaide United is getting behind the women's game. We need all teams within the next 12 months to start to follow this suit and start to get coaches in the Liberty A-League, whether male or female, to become full-time, because the game is demanding more, the job demands a lot more, and it's too hard to be able to manage 2 or 3 jobs at a time.
Well said. And here is Mariah Lee. A good break, drives into the box, looks up, a little glancing. Eye shot at the goal, and Chloe Lincoln. Positioning was good, shape was good. Lee's had a couple of really bright moments in this first half, and that, you've got to say, the brightest of them yet.
She's had some fantastic chances. She's been very exciting today. I'm looking forward to what she can do this season. You can see the way she takes a touch into the box. She's looking for a player to actually pass it into across goal there. But as she says at the last second, she's like, look, I'm going to go for it myself. And good on her. She was unlucky not to put one in the back of the net there.
Had a bit of work to do. Chloe Lincoln kept her shape really, really well. Didn't go to ground too early. It's a good save by the young goalkeeper, but Lee has looked really exciting.
Lincoln done really, really well there. It was just unfortunate for Lee. She should have just chipped. If she would have done a little chip or little one just to get it over her head, you can see as Lincoln dropped, that's the time to actually chip it over her. But again, great chance for Adelaide and fantastic stop for Lincoln.
A moment of concern there for Clough, who received a little bit of attention. Looks as though she's gone off the field of play, so Canberra A little reshuffle at the back. Here is Janczewski. Having to take things all the way back to Tonkin and just build up again from the back with Hodgson. Looks for Taylor, but a touch gotten away from her, and Rosetta Taylor, who's come across from Nottingham Forest in the UK. A good young Australian-New Zealand player. This is her first appearance in the A-League Women's, but has had a fairly quiet start to this first half.
She has been fairly quiet. She's also spent 7 years in Spain with Valencia, which I'm sure she would be learning a lot of her trade there. You know, you can see Adrian Stenter spoke about her, how she's technically gifted. She's very good once she gets on the ball, and I'm sure they've seen something in her to bring her into the Liberty A-League this season, and maybe a bit of a quiet one today, but I'm sure we'll see a lot more of her come the rest of the season.
Lincoln looks long. It's cut off well from Holtz. And Heyman's done well. Covered brightly by Tolland. She hasn't had a huge amount to do so far, Zoe Tolland, but all of her passes have been neat and tidy at the back. Lee again looks to connect with Blake. Blake can't quite keep that one in.
Just seems both teams today, some of those passes are just not sticking, or they're playing the ball back to the opposition team. They need to start to get it simple, keep it simple.
Holmes driving through Canberra's defence, looks to get the shot away herself. Leaning back just slightly, and that's easy pickings for Chloe Lincoln, who looks to turn and play quickly.
Don't give it away!
Hodgson retreats. And Morgan more so all the way back to Grove.
Well done, Alana, that's okay.
Holtz. Tonkin just assessing the options. It's a great driving run by Dylan Holmes. She's got that ability. Really good dribbler, technical player. Everything but that final shot was missing from a good passage. Milioski finds Stanage Floody. Wayward pass, just not quite meeting the intended target.
Sometimes when things aren't going right, you've got to take it back to that simple game, hit feet, get your confidence back in, and start to build up, and then wait for the time until the time is right.
Referee Georgia Ghirardello is going to have Bertolicio bring this one back. Morgan. Picked up well there by Ilioski. And again, Morgan is doing a lot of good work in the middle of the park today for Adelaide. And Lee has come deep to collect that one. She finds Holtz. Well defended though by Bertolicio. Holtz. Good touch, Janczewski. Ideas right through the middle. But just not quite the runners on the end of that one, and Canberra United can build again.
You can see once Adelaide United, they're looking to go through that middle of the park, but what they need to do, especially when you're playing against three at the back, as soon as you win the ball in that transition period, you've got to get players as wide as you can to start to exploit that Canberra United defence as well.
5 or so minutes remaining of the half, and do you think the three at the back is something that Negros Popovic will persevere with into the second half? Look to bolster that defence, or persist with a young defensive line?
I think if he started with it, he's going to keep persisting with it. I think they've been great while they're on the ball. They're building up really, really good. It's just defensively at times looks like some people don't know what their jobs are, especially in that transition period. When they've got time to actually set up in their block and press, they've done really, really well. It's just these moments here, once Adelaide United do pick up the ball, who is playing what role?
And here they'll be tested again. Another great driving run by Blake. Pokes it through to Lee, and Lincoln's come out to collect. It looks as though it may have been an offside call. But Blake on a few occasions now has looked really dangerous down this right-hand side, and Lee continues to be a really bright part in Adelaide's attack.
She does really well there, 1v1. She knows she's got that little cohesion there with Lee, and she was unfortunate to get something out of that.
Well, a lovely deft touch by Blake to find Lee through the line there, and just by the finest of margins. I think she might have just drifted into an offside position. Grove looks long. This one will be called back for a Canberra United free kick. Some heavy contact at the back there. Alexi Bertolicio and again with Flannery. Pass hasn't met the feet of Michelle Heyman though.
You can see what they're trying to do, just some of those passes just not sticking and not hitting feet.
Tonkin. Grove looks to clear long. Flannery happy just to concede a bit of territory. Bertolicio back to Lincoln. And 5 minutes of this half remaining. A big 5 minutes for both teams to hold tight. Well picked up by Grove. Heyman looking to hold her run cleverly off the shoulder of Tonkin. But she has just taken herself into an offside position. You could see trying to be patient, trying to hold, but the pass just came a moment too late.
It was just that touch too late for her. She didn't see it. Heyman was trying to hold it, but it was just unfortunate. She was just a touch off on that one.
You can see just how quickly it can turn when Michelle Heyman's got space in front of her. If she gets that delivery and bears down on goal. We mentioned she's got 94 goals to her name in the Liberty A-League. No doubt eyes on that 100 mark.
I'm sure we're going to see Michelle Heyman crack 100 this season. She's got plenty of goals still in her.
Oh, that is a very, very tight call, Gaff.
Very tight.
I think Heyman might feel a little hard done by.
As strikers, we always do. We're never offside.
I appreciate the honesty. Bertolicio. Flannery has drifted over to the left-hand attacking side for Canberra United. Here's Michelle Heyman. Great forward ball. Flannery can run through, but Grove is well off her line. We see the interchange between Flannery and Grove from one side to the other. Once again, really tidy triangles from Adelaide United. Dylan Holmes is in space. That's a nice early ball through as well. Really good opportunity for Adelaide. Great vision from Dylan Holmes to pick out that pass.
Beautiful vision. How did it miss both of them? They got through one. They shouldn't be getting through the second. They need to do better in those moments, Adelaide. They're the things that turn games around.
Just before the half-time break too, I'm sure Adrian Stenter would have appreciated that. But here's a hairy moment. And a second goal for Canberra United. Michelle Heyman, as easy as anything, much like the first from Vesna Milivojevic. Michelle Heyman with her 95th goal in the Liberty A-League. And Grove scratching her head after that one. Great pressure from Canberra United. Great pressure from Michelle Heyman, rather, the all-time leading goal scorer in the Liberty A-League.
You have to credit Michelle Heyman anticipating that, trying to get something on it, forcing the mistake. She hasn't let it go on that. And that's how football can be so cruel at times. Adelaide United at one end should have scored and put something in the back of the net. Canberra go the other and absolute punish Adelaide United.
There was a couple of times in as many minutes the straight ball down the middle. Looked as though Adelaide was struggling to deal with it. The assist from Emma Ilioski. And there, in all of her leadership and experience, Michelle Heyman saying we've got a big 5 minutes, the last couple until the half-time break, to really shore things up here. We've got to say she was gifted that one, but she'll take it.
She will take it. Any goal will take as a striker. Adelaide Grove, unfortunately, a bit of a brain snap there. She had to just drop off a little bit and just clear that ball away. But Canberra United come up to punish Adelaide United.
Michelle Heyman takes another step closer to that 100-goal mark. Really important for her to get her campaign and her season off the mark. Although, fair to say, handed that one on a bit of a platter. Still had a little bit of work to do, but it was her pressure that forced the mistake.
Both Canberra goals today have come from applying that pressure. You can see how much work Michelle Heyman, Maria Rojas, Milojevic, Stanik Floody, all the way they're pressing, they're working super, super hard.
Well, where that press leads to mistakes and forces Adelaide into errors.
You're with 3 minutes of time added on. 3 minutes.
So we've got an extra 3 minutes at the end of this half. It's a great position for Canberra to be going into the sheds up a goal. But Adrian Stenter, he'll be frustrated by the way in which those goals have come about, you've got to say.
You will be frustrated because they have had their opportunities as well and they haven't taken them. The game, I think, has been a 50-50 game otherwise.
A couple of questions been asked here. Emma Ilioski, she went down heavily after that challenge, just holding her mouth. Might have copped a stray hand, and it's Alana Janchevsky who's picked up a yellow card. I don't know about for the challenge, but perhaps a bit of dissent after the fact.
And it's only taken Girardello 45 minutes to get a yellow card out.
Janchevsky looking a little bewildered by that one. As this first half just ticks away as we get another look. It was just a flailing arm by Janchevsky. I'm sure there was no malice meant by it, but nonetheless it has clipped Ilioski on the jaw. Clearance from Tonkin. Lee, she's been busy all game. Good challenge from Ilioski. Adelaide not too happy about that one. Here's Milivojevic. Eyes look forward. Trying to find the feet of Cote Rojas. And Canberra have a little bit about them in these last moments. Grove will gratefully see that one into her hands. Hodgson just looking to combine with Taylor. That will be an Adelaide free kick. McKenzie a little too heavy in that challenge.
Adrian Stenter will be happy that they finally got something.
Holmes again can connect with Hodgson. Good challenge by Grove. Timing had to be perfect there. Morgan with a bit to do. A few green shirts surrounding her there. Confirmation of that yellow card to Alana Janchevsky. That one's going to roll. Great feeling out for Canberra United supporters for a goal kick. That should just about see out this first half. I'm sure at the moment this ball is back in play. Referee Georgia Ghirardello will whistle for the half-time break as Chloe Lincoln looks to get her players up and compact.
Great game management by Chloe Lincoln there, getting the team up and going long, knowing that there's not long left until half-time break.
Tolland sees things back to Grove. Bit of a square pass, a straight pass rather down the middle, but Morgan handles well, and there is the half-time whistle from referee Georgia Ghirardello. And it has been an entertaining first half, you've got to say. At the end of 45 minutes, thanks to a penalty from Alana Janchevsky and an open goal for Vesna Milivojevic, and again for Michelle Heyman. We enter the break here at Adelaide United 1, Canberra United 2. At Coopers Stadium, where Canberra United have the edge over Adelaide with first half goals thanks to Vesna Milivojevic and Michelle Heyman, but it was indeed Alana Janchevsky who opened the scoring with a penalty in the 9th minute. And then fair to say, a couple of opportunistic moments for both Milivojevic and Heyman to find the back of the net, but they won't be complaining. It's a big 45 minutes for both Uniteds coming up, and Kath Canuli, what do you imagine the halftime chats would have been?
I think both coaches are going to be talking about just keeping it simple. They're giving away way too much possession. You can see here as well an unfortunate tackle there by Tegan Bertolicio. The great penalty by Janchevsky. You can just see the qualities that she's got, the confidence that she's bringing into this season, and the way she struck that penalty was world class.
It was indeed, and a positive start for Adelaide United, but that turned quickly, and thanks to this pressure from Vesna Milivojevic, who made the most of this moment. Annalie Grove caught a little unawares, and you've got to say not too dissimilar to the second goal as well from Michelle Heyman. A good early ball over the top from Ilioski, but then Michelle Heyman with all to do here.
Again, Heyman, Milivojevic, both chasing down balls that really have gone astray, but you could just see the way that they are fighting for everything, and they've picked up 2 goals from it.
Oh, they'll be very happy having gone into the sheds at half-time with a lead. And so we have a look. It doesn't look to be any changes made just yet, but both sides with options off the bench should they look to deploy them, which I'm sure they will into this second half. But as a coach, Kath, what changes would you look to make for either Adelaide or Canberra?
I think you've got to start to look at how you want to play out the rest of the game. Is Canberra United happy to go ahead as a 2-1 lead and sort of hold on to this? Canberra United want to hold on to the 2-1 lead? Does Adelaide United now want to push for the game? They'll probably see how the next 10 minutes goes and then start to make a move on how they see the game's going to play out.
Well, it will be the goal scorer, Alana Janchevsky, who gets things underway for Adelaide United, and once more good early pressure from Milivojevic, with Sarah Morgan being asked to do a fair bit. But here's Mary Stanic-Floody looking to release Nikki Flannery. Emily Hodgson for close attention. And we saw a couple of occasions in that first half, Flannery and Grove switching up on the wings. We both know that 2 players have a great engine about them. McKenzie with the long throw. Morgan can settle that one down, but only finds Clough. Clough looks to release, and Grove has picked this one up, just looking for an outlet, asking for that pass from Canberra United. McKenzie finds Flannery. That'll be a Canberra United throw.
Again, you can see Milivojevic there wanting to chase that ball down even though she knew it was going out. You can see she's had fantastic work rate today, and again she was rewarded with a goal from her work rate.
That's certainly something about Milivojevic, is her intensity and her willingness to run. She creates moments for herself. Adelaide are squeezed down into their defensive corner. If we do look to both of the benches, options for Adrian Stenter's side. Emily Condon, we know, a creative midfielder, very capable. We've seen a lot of her over the years for the Reds. Annie Haffenden, who's come down from Brisbane this year, a defender, another option, and of course Amelia Murray too, a young Matilda who is an exciting prospect. Chrissy Panagaris, and the second goalkeeper as well, Claudia Jenkins. So plenty of options for Adrian Stenter's side, and for Nagosh Popovic, Holly Murray, her first season last year with Canberra United, can play either in defence or the midfield. Ruby Nathan and Devon Jackson, the two New Zealanders who have come in to the side for Canberra this year. A couple of options for them too, and of course the pacey Sophia Christopherson, a great Canberra United Academy product. But here's Milivojevic. She'll look to swing long to the box. A good clearing header by Holmes. First to the ball, and a thumbs up from Michelle Heyman. She knows the delivery was good.
Great clearing header there, but a great delivery from Vesna Milivojevic as well. Heyman gives her the big thumbs up, knowing that she should have done better there to trying to get across Dylan Holmes to try and get something on it, but just wasn't to be.
Stanic Floody to take this corner, swings it into the box. It's an attempted punch there by Grove, hasn't hit it cleanly. And there's a bit of a scrap to try and get this one away. Morgan does well to release, and Lee will run into space. Great little touch from Lee. She'll drive towards Canberra United's defence. It's just Grove to beat now, and a great tackle from Sasha Grove. Had to be perfectly timed. Lee, she was bright in that first half. She started this second half just as brightly.
She's done really, really well on that run. She's taken one, she's taken two. She knows she's in front of Ilioski. She tries to take the last one, but she did have Taylor on the left-hand side too, which she could have slipped in a little pass in behind there for her as well.
Oh, she's looked excellent. Mariah Lee for Adelaide, and this will be Janchevski, an in-swinging corner to take. It's a well-hit corner. A good header too by Tonkin. She's got up nicely there. But it's a good moment for Adelaide, created by the run of Mariah Lee.
Great moment there, and this corner as well. Perfectly pinpointed corner, great delivery. It was just unfortunate the timing of Tonkin was just off.
Well, great technique from Janchevski. Once more, that left foot. A lovely delivery. Clough just looking for a pass. Bertolicio, a big game for the young player this afternoon. And Grove, a bundle of energy. We'll keep asking questions of Jenna Holtz. Ilioski settles well. Clough looking for that outlet pass, and Flannery has to retreat to pick this one up. Here's McKenzie. Bit of a hoping ball from Bertolicio, and Grove can't bring that one down, but she's also gone into an offside position, so Adelaide will settle and look to regain possession at the back. Sweeping ball from Tonkin, and Sarah Morgan's done well all afternoon to pick that up in the midfield, but it's a good, strong challenge from Bertolicio, and Stanic Floody can drive through. Looking for the run of Michelle Heyman, but a little bit too much on that one. Hodgson finds Blake, who dribbles in. Nice feet. Good release pass as well to Lee. Taylor not quite on the same page as Lee. Wasn't really expecting the little flick pass.
She wasn't expecting that, but she needs to be able to expect that. You need to anticipate those things and wanting to get on the ball and try to go forward.
A little wry smile there from Sasha Grove. Collected that one on the cheek, it looked like.
You can see here Bertoliccio's got plenty of space in front of her. Adelaide United are dropping off and allowing Canberra to have that space. It's where one of these players now need to start to step in and start to pick players off to be able to control the ball, to be able to go forward. Because now once they do lose this ball, Adelaide United get them on the counter-attack here, and it's dangerous times for Canberra.
Well, Adelaide have picked this up in a dangerous area on the field. Blake releases out to Holtz. Holtz glances up. Is looking for the cross, looking for a red shirt to connect with. Takes on Grove, finds Dylan Holmes just inside the box, and Georgia Ghirardello has pointed to the spot for the second time this afternoon. Adelaide have another penalty. Chloe Lincoln asking a couple of questions, as I'm sure we'll get another look. It's Dylan Holmes who had just peeled off, and it was the challenge, I believe, from Sasha Grove. And perhaps it was Bertolicio again, the heavy contact. But this time it's Mariah Lee who will step up with an opportunity to open her account for Adelaide United. Georgia Ghirardello just laying down the law. Lee, can she level the score? Well, she can indeed. She's rocketed that one into the top of the net. It's a thundering penalty. We're back on level terms. Mariah Lee, she's been questioning, asking questions all day. We have to say she deserves a goal. It's a well-taken penalty.
What a rocket. Well-deserved penalty for her to take that the way she did. Fantastic finish. Interesting, though, for Mariah Lee to step up and take the penalty after Janchevsky obviously scored hers earlier on as well, but what a rocket.
Oh, right down the middle. She's just blasted that one over the head of Chloe Lincoln. And it was that heavy contact off the shoulder of Bertolicio again. A tough afternoon for the young player. She's had some really good moments, but just those little instances of inexperience, you'd have to say.
Of course, it's always tough making your debut as a youngster and coming into this league. This league now it's not a league that's, you know, just starting out. It's a well-established league with plenty of experience along the side, but nevertheless, she will learn from these, and I'm sure, you know, there's always a lot of learnings that come from her. She's got a fantastic future ahead of her, Tegan Bertolicio. It's just been an unfortunate day for her today, and I'm sure Nagosh Popovic will be talking to her during the week to make sure that, you know, you've got to put this behind you and you've got to continue on.
A tough afternoon indeed. Plenty of moments to be proud of as well, but still plenty of football to be played here. Over 30 minutes remaining yet. It's 2 goals apiece as Adelaide look to extend their lead. There's 2 penalties for Adelaide and 2 opportunistic moments for Canberra. Let's see the scoreline to be what it is. And Kath, how soon do you think we might see a bit of movement on the bench for either side?
As the token coach substitution, I think we've got about 5 minutes.
Not a bad look there from Hannah Blake, who has had a really lively afternoon. Again, Lee held that up really nicely. A first-time strike from Blake, the Kiwi international. And Chloe Lincoln a little worried.
It did, and she's done really well. She knew exactly what she was doing as that ball was laid back to her. She's shaped it around, trying to, you know, really curl it and use her technique to keep it under the bar, but just went over.
Well, Clough has done really well there to nip out and intercept Adelaide. You can feel the energy, their lift since that second penalty.
every time a team scores a goal, it always gives you that confidence and that lift to want to push on. And now at 2-2, it gives them the opportunity to push on and get another goal and take the lead in this game where they can. It's been a 50-50 game. Both teams have had their chances, and we're here at a 2-2 draw, but I'm sure there's going to be plenty more goals in this game.
Possession, not too much splitting the difference. Adelaide just edging things at the moment over Canberra, but it's a fairly back and forth game. You mentioned in the first half, both teams just giving away possession, you'd say, a little loosely at times.
There's been way too many turnovers in this match, especially you can just see here, just not hitting feed and forcing things, and when things aren't going right, you just need to sometimes keep it super simple.
Well, the experienced Cote Rojas will stand in front of that one. She was appealing for the free kick. Girardello won't have that. An opportunity for Ella Tonkin to stand over the ball.
I'm not sure how that's an Adelaide free kick. She's used her body to shield the ball there, and you can see Rojas wasn't too happy about it as well, to be fair.
Morgan, nice switch. Hodgson, she's got a bit of space to drive in. Taylor, what can she create here? Good step inside. That will be a free kick to Canberra United, though. Taylor's left a foot in there on Mackenzie. And those ones do sting. Studs right on the ankle there of Alex Mackenzie. Nice turn from Morgan. Adelaide looking to drive forward. That's a lovely ball. Here's Mariah Lee bearing down on goal. Chloe Lincoln off her line, and off her line well. She's pressured all game, Mariah Lee. Looked really dangerous in that final third.
Beautiful ball in behind there. Mariah Lee's just taking that touch here, and you can see it's not on her favoured left foot, but she needs to try and get an extra touch to try and cut back in on her right. But what a beautiful ball that was to split that defence.
Well, some assist that would have been. Milivojevic is able to intercept, but still this possession just moving back and forward. It was Janchevsky, the creator of that chance. Alex Mackenzie did really well just to put enough pressure to put Lee off her first touch, and provided Lincoln just enough time to come off her line and pick that one up. And that ball has escaped Milivojevic. Here's Clough. And well picked up from Adelaide. Just a little reactive from Canberra. And two from Adelaide. Very back and forth at the moment.
The turnovers today have been poor. They've got to, again, we talk about keeping possession and just waiting for your moment to be able to pick that pass off, and there's been times there where players are looking to find other players on the ball, but there's just not many options. But sometimes, again, we talk about keeping it simple, and especially in games like this where it's a high turnover, you've got to get some of the leaders on the pitch to start to dictate. And
that's where the experienced players become all the more important. And speaking of experience, Cote Rojas starting off this play. Here's Nikki Flannery. Looking what she can create. She drives in against Hodgson, and she's felled in the penalty box as well. That will be a penalty for Canberra United, the third of the game. This way in the favour of the girls in green. And Nikki Flannery had done well to drive into the box. Just a flailing leg and brought her down.
I love that from Nikki Flannery. You know, you're 1v1, you're in the box, anything can happen. You've got to make the defender make a tackle here, and she's done well to try and take her on. It's just an unfortunate one there for Hodgson.
Yeah, that's smart from Flannery. Just stops and props, and Hodgson has just dragged the leg through and brought her down. And it will also be Flannery to take.
Are we going to break a record here for the number of penalties in a game?
We might have to have a look into the record books. Adelaide Grove will want to redeem herself here and stand up big on this penalty up against Nikki Flannery. Oh, it's a well-struck penalty from Flannery. No one stopping that. Into the top corner. Grove on that occasion, no chance, and Canberra United have taken the lead once more.
Quality penalty there from Nikki Flannery. You've got to give credit to all the penalty takers today. They've all been great penalties and well struck.
Well, high-pressure situations, and Nikki Flannery did so well to create the opportunity for herself and then tuck it away as well. That is a really, really well-taken pen.
It's great to see Nikki Flannery get off the mark. We know she's had that injury that she's coming back from. She's looking super fit, and I'm sure she's looking to have an absolute crack in Liberty A-League this season.
Definitely an important one for Flannery to get off the mark. Her first goal of the 23-24 season and her 12th in the Liberty A-League. And now Adelaide with all to do. Adelaide happy to go all the way back to Grove and look to start again. Just a little challenge nipping at the heels. Looks as though Canberra have made a couple of changes as well during their goal celebrations. We'll have confirmation of those in just a moment, but the injection of some fresh legs, it is about that mark, 60-65 minutes, Kath, you mentioned, spot on. Well, there is Holly Murray and Hannah Blake, a good run. She's done really well, but the free kick will go the way of Canberra United. A confirmation that Holly Murray has entered the field, as has Ruby Nathan. And for Ruby Nathan, that is an A-League women's debut and a Canberra United debut as well. The 18-year-old Kiwi looking to make her mark in green. And for youngster Bertolicio, you mentioned a tough afternoon, but she can hold her head high. You mentioned a very promising young player, Kath, but a difficult game to come into, and Stanage Floody as well. But that's a good ball. Hannah Blake looking to get a shot away, and that is a marvellous finish. Hannah Blake, she has threatened all afternoon, and you've got to say, deserves a goal too, but that is a world-class finish.
What a finish by Blake. Quality strike. You can see every time that she gets on the ball, when she goes to hit it, she's trying to hit it with some sort of purpose, and she just hit that so sweetly, and it's a well-deserved goal from her, and we know that there's going to be plenty more goals in this game, both ends.
How's the delivery through to Hannah Blake? She's been tireless this afternoon, and outside of the left foot, Janchevsky again. I tell you what, she has been a creator for Adelaide this afternoon. And Hannah Blake, who mentioned her return at Perth Glory, she had 3 goals in 9 games, and this afternoon 1 in 1 for Adelaide. What a start to her season in red.
Great pick-up for Adelaide United there. We know that she's got goals, and again, we've got to go back to the Janchevsky delivery, the outside of the foot. Not many players can actually do that and actually execute.
When you talk about technique, delightful from Janchevsky. As too was the finish from Blake. A really well-deserved goal. As I mentioned, she's been threatening and looking dangerous all afternoon, and 6 goals so far this game. Well, Kath, you mentioned that you felt as though there was going to be more goals across this second half, and you've been bang on.
it has been quite open from both teams. There's been plenty of chances created from both teams, and most of the time it's been coming off mistakes and turnovers as well. So you can see that both Adelaide United and Canberra United have a couple of little things that they need to, you know, fix come next week, come into round 2. But it's a promising start for a couple of players on this field today, and especially Hannah Blake and Mariah Lee, 2 great pickups for Adelaide United.
Well, the 2 shirts in red there, you see leading the line for Adelaide with a goal apiece. That's well done by Sasha Grove. Tonkin comes across well to cover. Adelaide with 11 shots on target, just to Canberra's 4, but that's not a bad return for Canberra United. 4 shots on target, 3 in the back of the net. Here's Holly Murray. She looks for, that's a wonderful ball. Milivojevic, can she finish? Of course she can. Vesna Milivojevic with her 2nd of the afternoon. We talk about set-piece finishes, but that one from open play, the ball from Holly Murray, the finish from Milivojevic.
What a great finish. We know what she brings to this competition. We know why Nagosh Popovic got her back from Serbia. She was playing over there. She was playing in the Champions League, and she's such a talent. And I always say this, she's one that got away. She's obviously a Serbian international, but someone that I always say that got away that, you know, should have been wearing the green and gold of Australia.
Well, this first touch to bring the delivery down is excellent. The technique behind that, you can see what that one means. In what is now her 10th goal of the Liberty A-League, 2nd of the season already. Oh, she is proving her worth in that green shirt.
I remember playing futsal with Vesna. She was a young chap. We were playing in the open women's. I think she was playing the under-15s, the 17s age group, and the senior women's age group, and she would absolutely boss every single age group. She's got quality technique about her, and she's just got, you know, so much flair and so much creativity, and she definitely knows where the back of the net is as well.
And you can see that, the instinct. Just 21 years old, Vesna Milivojevic, 2 goals this afternoon already. You'd have to say the last 2 goals of the game have been the best from open play, both Milivojevic and Blake. Really nice finishes.
Spot on there, Grace. 2 great finishes and great balls to actually create those finishes as well.
So Canberra edged the lead once more. Adelaide looking for a response. It has been Nagosh Popovic who's made the first moves, but here comes Adelaide driving through. Once more is Dylan Holmes. Dealt with nicely by Clough. Here is Sasha Grove. Ilioski, you can see she's slotted back to her more preferred position as a left fullback. But Milivojevic, she won't take any chances. She'll help that one on to all-time leading goal scorer for this league, Michelle Heyman. Happy to slow things down.
Popovic might be looking to close out the game here and trying to hold on to this lead with 20 minutes to go.
Well, it looked as though the double change with Holly Murray and Ruby Nathan coming on for Canberra changed the formation just slightly, but here is Adelaide threatening yet again. And in that last goal, it looks as though Amelia Murray has come on for Adelaide. So some really good attacking intent there. The 18-year-old had an excellent season last year for Adelaide. Flannery is able to find Nathan, who can't keep it in. Hodgson concedes a little territory, finds Tolland, who's had a really sound game for Adelaide. Today's attendance at Cooper's Stadium this afternoon, 2,834. You have to say, entertained football fans have had 7 goals to feast on.
Plenty of entertainment today, Grace.
that is a little bit of a hefty challenge into the back of Holmes, rather. But after what's been a record-breaking weekend already in terms of attendances, what an afternoon to get down to Cooper Stadium, a couple of thousand people to watch, and they've been treated to some pretty spectacular finishes.
It's been an amazing afternoon, and how great it is to get out and see all the young families out supporting the league, especially after the FIFA Women's World Cup, and you know what a quality competition we brought to Australia, and what we did here, and it's just fantastic to see all these people getting behind the league and getting out to games.
Yeah, so just saw confirmation of that change for Adelaide, but we'll come back to that in a moment, because here's Michelle Heyman winding up. That one sailed just a little wide, and the change for Adelaide was Amelia Murray coming on for number 9, Rosetta Taylor. And 2, Maria Rojas has made way. So both sides just looking to inject a little bit of energy, and it's Devon Jackson, the other New Zealand international. And here's Milivojevic, looks to hook across in. Tonkin clears, but only as far as Holtz, who can help that on.
Milivojevic has been everywhere today. She's worked so hard with the ball, without the ball. She's just been an absolute star for Canberra United today.
Well, she seems to have picked off right where she left off last season, a great year with Canberra United.
She had a fantastic season last year, and I'm sure she's going to have an even better one this year. And it's really great to see her stay in the Liberty A League and stay with Canberra. I know she's developed a great relationship with Negosh at Canberra, and she wants to take her football to the next level. She's still super, super young, and she's got the world at her feet.
That's well played. Once more from Adelaide United, and not the pass, I'm sure, that Lee would have intended there. She went for the outside of the right foot. She had the run of Amelia Murray bearing down. But it was a good build-up from Adelaide. And again, a wayward pass. Morgan finds the run of Lee, but she's got a bit to do. Holly dispossessed. Run from Dylan Holmes. Looks to cross early. She'll get another chance. And it's Murray who can clear. Ilioski looking to connect, and Grove comes out with a bit of space, driving forward. Looks square to Milivojevic. Sweeps the ball out. Nikki Flannery has the legs to get there. A little glancing look up, an early delivery into the box. It's a good ball too. Grove has come out early. And Sasha Grove at the other end of things looks for an early shot. A bit too much traffic to clear, but it's end-to-end stuff at the moment, and Mariah Lee, she will keep running.
You can see the game opening up now, and both teams getting plenty of chances and getting caught out. Their defensive lines are very unstructured, and there's plenty of holes to pick off. You can see
well, you can hear the instruction from Adrian Stenter. Millsy to the ball. Amelia Murray is wanting pressure on the goalkeeper. They've got a goal to chase here. They are down a goal. Canberra United just edging them out at the moment. Just over 15 minutes of play to go, but you're right, Kath, it really is opening up. The field's starting to become stretched. First game of the season. Tired legs will start to come into play.
you'll start to feel those heavy legs. You'll start to see the cramps coming out as well. And they've got to be smart here, Canberra, if they want to hold on to this lead, because it's their game to win. And, you know, Adelaide United really have got to come out of them now for the next 15 minutes.
I'm sure Adrian Stenter will want to get something from this game. The last win Adelaide had over Canberra back in August of 2022, the last two fixtures between these teams, Canberra have come out with the goods. Fleury almost picks the pocket. A little pull of the shirt there, perhaps lucky to get away with that one, but a point back to the spot from Ghirardello says But they'll take that back and award the free kick. Dylan Holmes, the captain, will take her spot on the bench. With creative midfielder Emily Condon coming on, we know she's very familiar with this Red side. She's been in the team for a few years now, and she definitely has the ability to unlock defences.
She sure does, Grace. She's a quality player. We know that she's a bit of a technician on the ball. She loves to get on the ball and pick passes in behind, and she's absolute quality. And we know she's debuted and had a couple of caps for the Matildas, and it'll be great to see her on the pitch now and see what she can do in this last 15 minutes.
A great technical player is Emily Condon. And to have that kind of quality on your bench, to be able to come on late in the game for Adrian Stenter, I'm sure is something that he is pleased to have at his disposal. Janchevsky, a sweeping corner in. Chloe Lincoln towers above the red shirts and easily plucks that one from the sky.
How long? Good on, Hodgie.
Hodgson connects well. Milivojevic looks to tidy up. Looking for the run of Amelia Murray. Ilioski manages just to sweep that one away, but it's all a little helter-skelter at the moment.
You can see Canberra United just holding on for dear life, just scrapping and getting it out and trying to clear whatever they can and just trying to hold, really hold on there.
Morgan has been industrious in the midfield, but as has Milivojevic. They've got a 3v3 at the back. Flannery slows things down rather, and the overlapping run of Grove arrives. A really good effort from Grove, but that effort less so. She'll be frustrated with that one.
She will be frustrated with that one. She's got plenty of space in front of her, and again, like in the last shot with Nikki Flannery, she's got the space, attack that, get inside the box, and then anything can happen. And especially now, you've got tired legs, you've got to start to think about things.
Morgan has been busy this afternoon for Adelaide. Blake too, faces forward. Looks to deliver over the top to Lee. That first touch slightly lets her down. Coming together her bodies, but Lee still comes out with the ball. And it will be Chevsky who lines up. Throws her head back in frustration on her preferred left foot as well. She'd like to have that one over.
What a super ball in behind for Lee there. She's tried to get her body in between to try and get something on her. It's just unfortunate she didn't get the right part of the ball down on her feet.
Janchevsky just sliced that ball out to the side of the goal, and Chloe Lincoln will look to relieve a little bit of pressure. Adelaide have peppered for the last couple of minutes. Here's Lee again. Janchevsky. Nice combination between those two today. Lee with the arms outstretched, asking for options. Looking for a connecting pass. Bit of a hopeful one over the top, and Mackenzie clears. Hodgson looked to just creep forward a few steps. Canberra weren't having a bar of it. Condon faces forward, nice turn. Runs into a little bit of traffic, and Milivojevic has picked up the ball nicely. Ruby just applying the pressure on Annalie Grove, but Grove has done well and releases early. Holtz can drive forward. Blake cuts inside. Ilioski close by. The idea there was right for Janchevsky.
Right idea there, just a little bit more on it than what she needed. Great little run there by Janchevsky as well.
Again, we see those shots on target starting to rack up. Adelaide with 13 to Canberra 6. Nice ball from Lincoln. It's brought down in the middle by Jackson, but can't find the outlet pass to a green shirt. A bit of hidden hope there by Nathan. Milivojevic sweeps it out to Nikki Flannery. Returns to Milivojevic. He looks long to Ruby Nathan. The young Kiwi looking to swivel, but Holtz, the experienced defender, manages that one comfortably.
Canberra's just got to be smart here. They've just got to control the game now and do what they need to do to ride it out. They don't need to force anything. Game management's super important. Let Adelaide come at them. Chloe Lincoln here on the ball. Hold the ball. Wait for Adelaide to come.
Grove can face forward. She's got a couple of options inside in Jackson, but Condon's read that well. Adelaide still looking like they have a bit about them. Here's Holtz. Back to Blake and Morgan, who's had a pocket picked almost, but Blake's done well again. Not quite on the same page as Murray on that occasion, and Clough can tidy up. Clearance from Chloe Lincoln doesn't meet a green shirt. Adelaide will go again. Here's Mariah Lee. She's been excellent all afternoon. Emily Hodgson drives forward. Challenge comes in from Nikki Flannery and then from Sasha Grove too. It's a corner for Adelaide.
That's where Lincoln needs to be a little bit smarter there. Put her foot on the ball, wait to engage an Adelaide United player, and then just pick off the free player, and then they go again, not just to kick it and get it anywhere. Hodgson's done really well here. She's, again, you can see the tired legs in a lot of the girls today. Round one, first game. It's always a tough one to get your first 90 out.
Well, Adelaide's seventh corner of the afternoon, and Janchevsky again to take. Nice ball into the box, and Lincoln's done really well with close pressure. She will look to take as much time as she can here. Finds Jackson, but Condon's picked this up for Adelaide. Morgan, she's been everywhere this afternoon. Hodgson again. Drives in, Janchevsky. Nice early delivery. A little too high for Amelia Murray. Adelaide will get the opportunity to build up yet again. Tolden looks long for the run of Emily Hodgson. And that one with a little bit too much behind it on that occasion. Just over 5 minutes of regulation time remaining.
Adelaide are going to have to step up here and try and get something out of these last 5 minutes. You can see Chloe Lincoln telling the team to push up and let's go long and try and ride out these last 5 minutes.
Goal kick from Chloe Lincoln. It's tussled around in the midfield, and Amelia Murray comes up against Cannon Clough. Falls the way of Canberra United.
Cannon Clough has had a big afternoon in Adelaide.
She's been busy, no doubt. Good strong body there by Jackson. Looks for the run of Ruby Nathan. Can she keep it and try and connect with a green shirt? It's Jackson again. Looks to find the switch in Sasha Grove, but Pass is going to miss. Morgan rolls out. Important toe there from Milivojevic.
Lee's got to get herself further up the field. They've got to get more numbers forward if they want to get something out of this Adelaide.
Instead, that's turned in the favour of Nikki Flannery. She looks forward for the run of Heyman. She'll make the run. Good, powerful strides from Heyman up against youngster Zoe Tolland. 14 years, her junior.
You can just see Michelle Heyman's experience there. She's just holding up the ball, waiting for people to come, trying to ride down the clock.
Morgan's done well as Flannery's looked to slow things down, but Adelaide have come away with it, and Morgan can drive forward, streams past Milivojevic. Looks for the ball over the top, still had space in front.
She could have kept going there. You keep driving until you have to actually engage a Canberra United defender and try and pick some players off. It's just the tired legs now in this 87th minute of the game. Again, round one, the calves are starting to cramp, the fatigue is starting to kick in, but this is what wins you games. You got those moments.
Hodgson tireless, as is Sasha Grove. Good energy from Grove, but that's a cynical shirt tug, and that will be a free kick from Girardello.
You don't want to be fouling in those areas there, especially when you're a goal down, you're trying to chase something. Let them try and play out and try and win the ball back higher up the pitch.
Canberra United will look to chew away at any remaining minutes and seconds here.
Where's the foul? And this is time wasting.
We can hear the thoughts of Adrian Stencher on the sideline there. Colin Lincoln. It's clever. Adrian Stencher not too happy about it. Lee finds Condon. The run of Blake hits the side post. Unbelievable, Blake. She's been extraordinary this afternoon. Almost caught Chloe Lincoln unawares. But here's Canberra on the break, end to end. Ruby Nathan looks to connect nicely with Heyman. Nathan, what can she do on her debut for Canberra United? Everything but the finish. Really lively touches. Good 1-2 with Heyman. Just couldn't direct that shot goalward.
Great little ball here from Condon. Great strike from Blake. You can, every time she takes a strike on target, you can see what she's trying to do. And again, little 1-2 with Michelle Heyman. Ruby Nathan there. Could have put it to bed for Canberra United, but what end-to-end action here. Ruby Nathan, great little 1-2 with Michelle Heyman. Unfortunate not to put that in the back of the net.
And as well, just saw the late run there. Sophia Christopherson looks to have come on for Canberra United the last couple of minutes. Looking to make a difference. She would have loved to get a toe on the end of that one. But Adelaide United are going to keep pushing here. Here's Lee, who's been tireless all game. Picked up well by Christopherson. Fresh legs. She's a rapid young player, but that will be a foul. Sarah Morgan just leaving a leg in there. That will be a welcome 6 minutes to Adrian Stencher and a long 6 minutes to that of Negos Popovic. Milivojevic looking to launch this one forward. Looking for the head of Heyman. Ruby Nathan. We saw some promise with her touches moments ago. Looks to cut in on the right. Can she get the shot away? Wraps her boot around it. Had some good power behind it, but blocked well from Adelaide United's defence. And end-to-end stuff at the moment. Here's Amelia Murray looking for an option forward.
Adelaide have got to get numbers forward here. They've got to push on. Whether you lose this game 4-3 or 5-3 doesn't make a difference. Get numbers forward and trying to put Canberra United under pressure for these last few minutes.
Early ball in by Murray. A good delivery to Janchevski. Thinks about the bicycle kick. And that one, point blank, Christopherson looked to clear, and it's collected right in the chin of Mariah Lee, who didn't know much about that one. But Georgia Ghirardello right to stop the play here. Any kind of contact from that range to the head or the face.
That was a big hit. I wouldn't want to be copping that in the face from such close range. It looks like she's taking it like a boss. She's back up. Getting a bit of treatment here. You can see here this cross.
Yeah, it fell teasingly to Adelaide United and frighteningly to Canberra United.
It's great to see the doc out there. James Illich, long-standing Matilda's doctor, been around the women's game for a very long time. It's great to see him still involved with Adelaide United and working within the women's game.
Absolute legend, James Illich. And we do hope Mariah Lee is doing okay. There will be one last change here for Adelaide United. The youngster Chrissy Panagaris coming in for Mariah Lee, who's had an excellent first showing in the red shirt for Adelaide United.
She's a great addition to the Liberty A-League, Mariah Lee. Great pickup by Adrian Stempter. I'm looking forward to watching her. She's got great attributes. She knows where the goals is. She loves to come back and get on the ball as well, and great 1v1 skills as well.
Janchevski throws the head back in frustration. She knows she had to do better on her favoured left foot as well, but you're right, Mariah Lee looks like a really exciting prospect. Good early combinations with Hannah Blake, with Janchevski. But a great opportunity for Panagaris to come on. Should the result stand as it is, Kath, as the minutes just tick by, would you say both coaches happy with their team's performance?
I'm not sure they'll be that happy with the performances. I think there's some great things to take from both teams from this game. It's round one and it's only early days.
We'll come back to that in just a moment as Amelia Murray looks to get a shot away, and late in the game Murray equalises for Adelaide United, and it's 4-4 apiece. It took a nasty deflection, but it has been a goal fest this afternoon, and the super sub, the young Matilda, with the celebration as well, Amelia Murray. Adelaide United a square.
What an absolute goal fest. A great ball there by Blake. Amelia Murray, we know what the youngster's got. We know that she knows where the goal is, and once she does get on the ball, you can see that's the only thing she's thinking about is actually having a strike. Yes, it takes a deflection and it goes over Chloe Lincoln's head, but this is what this game has had all day. There's goals galore at both ends of the pitch.
Blake, the constructor, the architect behind that one with the assist, and took a wicked deflection off the boot of Ilioski. Tough one for Lincoln to try and judge, rather. But late in this game, things are all square again, and we've seen 8 goals this afternoon. And back to my question about, will either coach be happy? I'm not sure. Scoring 4, conceding 4 is a good sign or a bad sign.
You've got to take the positive out of it, Grace. Lots of goals. That is a good sign, because we always want our teams to score goals. The defence, they can work on during the week.
Okay, guys, we'll get a first look. And some touches on the ball from her. Adelaide United happy to concede a bit of territory. Into almost 5.5 minutes of our 6 allotted stoppage time, and Adelaide United still looking lively. Panagaris, but Koff has done well here. Ruby Nathan, a little loose in possession. Blake She's been excellent all afternoon. And here's Murray. Chloe Lincoln, well off her line, had to be too. Lincoln looking to get this one long and high up the field. Morgan heads down. 6 minutes of stoppage time has surpassed, but we did have that head knock to Lee. That'll be considered as well. Jackson looking to drive forward. Surely only seconds remaining. Milivojevic. Lovely little touch to evade Morgan. Grove can drive in, eyes up, and a sweeping ball, perhaps a little short, but it's Ruby Nathan who finds it on the top of the 18-yard box. Sarah Morgan looking to tidy up, but Nathan comes out on top, gets the shot away. Milivojevic is in an offside position. Almost was the hero for Canberra United, but she has been flagged. Hands on the head. And what a finish that would have been for Canberra.
I love even when you're a metre offside, you still got your arms in the air, trying to appeal that it's not offside. Unlucky for Vesna there in that position. It would have been disappointing if that actually did go in the back of the net and she wasn't offside, because I think Adelaide United would have been quite disappointed in that.
Well, it would have been heartbreak for Adelaide United, with things still all tied up and 4 goals apiece. Into almost 7.5 minutes of additional time. Jackson flies through. Murray passes to no one in particular, but it's Hodgson. Still with the energy to drive forward. Looks to release Panagaris, but doesn't quite have the legs, and it's Chloe Lincoln who will tidy up. Mackenzie looks to clear. Morgan gets her foot on the ball. Adelaide steer that one out, and Canberra, you'd have to say, with one last chance to make something of this game. It'll be an Adelaide throw. Helped on by Janczewski. Murray bears down. Paris looks for the early shot. She had options inside. We're into 8.5 minutes of stoppage time.
She's just rushed that, Chrissy Panagaris. She had Blake there on her right-hand side. She could have slipped her right in and could have been another great chance for Adelaide United.
A foul from Morgan, just tumbling over the top of Devon Jackson. And as referee Georgia Ghirardello calls full-time on this afternoon's match, we've had an 8-goal thriller this afternoon. Open thanks to Ilana Janczewski penalty, followed up Vesna Milivojevic, Michelle Heyman, Mariah Lee squared things up before Nikki Flannery stepped up to the penalty spot. There was Hannah Blake then who got one of her own. The heroics again of Vesna Milivojevic, and lastly Amelia Murray, the super sub. And it finishes here at Cooper Stadium. Adelaide United 4, Canberra United 4. When we talk about highlights for this game, Kath Cannoli, there's just a couple of them.
How exciting has this game been? Plenty of goals galore. You could see there the penalty from Tegan Bertolicio. Janczewski steps up, puts it in the back of the net, slots it perfectly. Beautiful taken penalty, and just takes it like an absolute boss.
And there's the pressure we saw from Milivojevic, who was tireless all afternoon. On the ball, off the ball, her finishes. And not too dissimilar a finish here from Michelle Heyman.
Michelle Heyman done really, really well. Chased down that ball from Milioski. It was unfortunate. Annalee Grove just mistimed that mistake and puts it in the back of the net. Another penalty here for Mariah Lee. Absolute rockets it into the back of the net. Again, steps up with just confidence and gives Adelaide United the lead in that stage.
But it didn't stop there. Nikki Flannery, really dynamic run into the box, and she was legged and slots home a really powerful penalty. Nothing that Annalee Grove could have done about that one. But a brilliantly taken pen by Flannery.
great little ball there, and Hannah Blake does absolutely fantastic to put that in the back of the net. Quality finish.
I think we saw a really great performance from Hannah Blake this afternoon. One of her best yet in the A-League Women's, both as a finisher and an architect. And how about this long sweeping ball from Holly Murray to find the feet of Vesna Milivojevic, who finished with aplomb.
What a touch by Milivojevic to bring that down with her first touch and put it in the back of the net. You can just see what it means to her as well.
But the goal scoring wasn't done just yet. Kath Cannuli, as Amelia Murray, we know, late in the game, should come on as a sub. It took a wicked deflection off the boot of Emma Ilioski and rippled into the back of the net to square things up. And finish the game 4-4 apiece. An absolute goal fest here at Cooper Stadium. As we have a look at the full-time match stats, and I do tell a little bit of a story. Those shots on target, the difference between those statistics is certainly telling.
It sure is. You can see Adelaide United there having 24 shots, 15 shots on target. Canberra United 11, 6 on target.